Start.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all? Yeah, are you feeling happy? I'm feeling extremely happy. Yeah, 2021 brought us a very sweet news, that is vaccine for COVID-19, which allows us to gather back in our schools. That is the extremely happiest news for me. I hope you also enjoying the same. My dear students, when it comes to celebrate the India's victory, we become one, isn't it? Yes, Bharat Biotech, one of the serum institutes, is also there taking part in the victory of bringing forth the COVID-19 vaccine. Everyone, every Indian is very proud. Yeah, swelling really like anything. It's ground swelling victory. Why do we feel so? Yes, we remember. We get that into our minds that we are Indians, so that we are very proud for bringing this vaccine and having this vaccine, even though it's the largest population we have in our country. Okay, children, when it is for cricket, yeah, when India is taking part in the World Cup, we feel the same. We unite together. Really, we unite and we pray for India's victory and putting all our personal things aside. Isn't isn't it? Yes. That is why we become unite when it comes to a pandemic or any difficult time, or it is for a victory, sharing a victory, then we unite. Then what about in regular days, in our regular day-to-day life? I think you already get something to your mind to which you're going to deal with today. Yeah, let me share my screen once again without any delay. I'm Rama Devi from ZPHS Ramapuram, working as School Assistant English, Melacheru Mandal, Surapet district. Yes, children, today we are going to deal with the nation diversity. In that Unit 7, you have childhood as a reading and a plea for India, that is the P reading. And what about this one? Plea for India. Let's deal at least for some time on this title. Plea means a request. A request for India. What do you request, India? What's your request for India? India doesn't stand alone the name of a country. It represents people who live in India. So you are requesting, the poet is requesting the people of India. So, what is his request? Do you all the same have the same request for the people who are in India? Let us see. Okay, this poet's name is not given here, so anonymous. A plea for India, a request for people of India. Now, let's see. What are the objectives of the poem? After completion of the poem, students, you will be able to understand the notion of the poem and appreciate the beauty of the poem, to reflect on the unity of the nation. You can write or speak on the key concepts of unity in diversity. So, what is unity and what is diversity? Already we have discussed in the earlier part. What is that unity? Unity means uniting, getting together, and diversity, differences. Even though we have so many differences in our country, like language, caste, creed, religion, so whatever it may be, we have so many. But when it comes to say your identity, you can say, I'm an Indian. Now, before dealing with that, children, one thing came to my mind, that is Mending Wall, a poem written by Robert Frost. Have you ever come across this one? Mending means repairing a wall. Wall here does reflect that boundary. What is the meaning of a boundary? Yeah, building a compound wall around one's property or one's house or one's plot. Here you can see two neighbors are there here and there on the other side, either side of the wall. They are mending the wall. They are repairing the wall, fencing or wall. Okay. So what does it reflect? If you go quickly, we build a wall or a boundary for our own security to protect our own property, right? So when it comes to build or mend the wall, those two neighbors must take part in that. Okay, let us see what is mending wall and what is going on. So good fences make good neighbors. Children, even though it's not the concept directly related to our poem, today's poem Plea for India, it definitely, indirectly, it brings to your mind and it makes a very good platform for this poem. So that I'm mentioning this one. Good fences make good neighbors. Neighbors means who reside side by side. Then, good fences, if you have good boundary lines around you, then you can be very good friends. So, poet in the beginning, he has the notion that if there is no wall, there is no boundary, then people will be very happy. So, all united, all friendly, all sharing, all caring. But if you build a wall, then it will be very disturbing and very annoying. That is what the notion of the poet, Robert Frost. But immediately after listening to the neighbor, he came to the idea that, okay, if you build a wall, you can be within your limits. So you can be feeling happy with whatever you have, so you can be satisfied with whatever you have. So that good fences, if you build a wall around you, see children, it directly reflect the situation of the pandemic also. We closed each and everything in the pandemic season. We closed the doors of our houses, gates of our houses, and even we closed our nose and mouth. We didn't go outside. We didn't talk to other person who is residing. See, but we came to help each other. We knew so many things due to this pandemic, how to help each other. If the person who is residing next to you, if he is happy, then only we also will be very happy. So those are the lessons we learned from that also. So Robert Frost says, am I walling in or walling out? That means by constructing one wall around you, you are making yourself imprisonment, some sort imprisonment. That means jailing yourself. Am I walling in or walling out? Am I a victim or being victimized? So that is what the notion by lessons and also lessons we learned from this pandemic. Okay, what's the picture here I have seen on your screen? Yes, it is India, and it is reflecting so many cultures, so many traditions, so many languages, right? So, so many religions, castes, and creeds, right? You can see right from the top to bottom, we have so many symbols. Is it peaceful to look? Yes, obviously. Now let us see another one. What have you observed in this picture? Yes, there is unrest among the mob. There's some sort of disturbance. They are causing all fires and no peace at all, right? Okay, why is this happening so? Here also, there's opposite in opinions. You never support any other being, so that all these things are happening. And now children, here some communal dissatisfaction is there, you can see in this picture. And these are the only, these are mirroring only some parts of India. But you can see, if you can open any newspaper, sometimes it's very, very undigestible to see where are we living, where is the humanity going, like that we have to think of. You also, children can reflect in your today's diary entry. You go after going home, you can sit in front of your diary and write something at least about those communal resistance and intolerance about it. Okay, now here, what's the picture? I think you have observed this picture in your textbook also. Some people are playing. Who are they? Okay, seemingly they are Hindu and a Muslim. Where are they playing? Are they playing with all sport material and all? No. With whatever they have, they are playing very happily and even on the street, I think. Okay, so this phenomena you can see if everywhere in India, if you go to any village, you can see they are living very peacefully without minding all the caste, creed, and religion. Okay, now here you can see one small boy. See my dress as Muslim, my forehead as Hindu, my chest as Christian. See how cute the boy is and representing all the castes, all the religions. But anyway, finally, I am a human. That is what the message is giving. Now, children, here you can see all the people are united and they are standing for the cause and they live very peacefully. Already we have that proverb also, united you stand, divide you fall. I think children, as we have the lengthy poem, but I have only one class so that I have to wind up. I think you have your textbooks with you in your hand. Let me focus on the lines of the poem. We Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots we declare cannot be shaken. Then, why these fights which leave us in poor plight, irrespective of our religion? Forget the caste, which makes us lose our charm. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? Is all this violence needed with the people being cheated? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will bring back his brother whose ashes he is still to gather? See, children, in this poem, though the poet used very simple words, it is really encapsulated in very strong notion. We Indians are very proud, very strong. Even to say out, we can say it's very strong nation. Our roots we declare cannot be shaken. No one can come and disturb us. Then why these fights? As I told you earlier, when it comes to a cricket match, we all pray together for the victory of India. But when it comes to the internal problems, we start fighting. So why all this, which leave us in poor plight? Plight means a very bad condition. Irrespective of all region, forget the caste. You forget all the caste, which makes us lose our charm. Charm means beauty. If we are losing our beauty, as we were not united, so many people saying British, they came to India and they could rule us on the same thing, divide, 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 and rule. So that we are losing our charm, so that we have to lose so many things from our country. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region. See, region wise, we fought recently. You also witnessed, my dear children, Telangana, Andhra, Rayalaseema. There was so much unrest and so many battles we were fighting before bringing the Telangana. So, like that, region wise, if you go on fighting, what will be left for your future generations? Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? We're going on fighting and fighting and fighting on unimportant things. We are focusing on only unimportant things. Then, how can we finish the things which are very much needed? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? Anew means creating every day a new problem, coming with a new problem. If the government do so much good things and voluntarily if they come, we criticize in one way. If they are not coming, we criticize in another way. We love some people as they are beautiful, and we hate some people as they are beautiful. We love some people as they are rich. We, at the same time, at the very moment, we hate the people who are not at all rich. So that is depending on our own perception, but like mob hysteria, we are fighting. We are not thinking. We are not thinking in 2 or 3 minutes of silence. Then, when so many tasks need finishing, don't we have better things to do than indulge? Indulge means involving in something, creating problems anew. Is all this violence needed? Is it needed? Just we have to think, we have to focus, we have to reflect on. With the people being cheated, when people are being cheated, we are simply going on non-violence. Who will return this only son whom she loves yet done? Here, who is she? Yes, our mother India. Who will return his only son if you're going on losing some lives because of this communal or like these things? Then who will return that lost son who she loves a ton? Who will bring back this brother whose ashes he is still to gather? We are simply spending time to gather the ashes. That means we are reflecting on the past, what happened, but not improvising that one and going wisely, thinking wisely. Where has all the love gone which resided in the heart of all? See, children, in the earlier days, all they were united. All they used to do things in a very united way, so that they were very happy even with those meager amenities. But now we are out having each and everything except peace and restfulness. There is no reason to be proud and be on high cloud. This is the idiom already we have discussed. Be on high cloud means being very happy, extremely happy. We have to go a long way. We have to think seriously. We have to go a long way. We are not ending our life here. We are going to give something to our future generations. So we have to at least leave something for them. Think seriously, else we end up miserably. In a very sad note, we have to leave. Even though all the Britishers and foreigners left us to rule our own government to ourselves, but we are with these unrest and disturbances, we are disturbing that freedom, even the freedom, we are not enjoying that one. With that internal fights, we are wasting all our time. That is what the uh, thing the poet wants to emphasize. Then let our minds throw out the rot. Rot means the decomposed things, already rotten things, already spoiled things. Then let our minds throw out the rot and devote our time to pious thoughts. See, if you go to some SEMA and all, hierarchical murders, killings will be happening there. As he killed my grandfather, I have to kill, I have to spoil, I have to demolish each and everything, whatever he has in this generation. So you throw out the rod, whatever happened is happened. But now you think wisely according to that. Then you have to mold your future. That is what the thing he wants to emphasize. Let us control the rights. Rights means, as already we have seen in that one, riots, bunds, rastarokos. So unrest of public. So you forget all those things, which leave us with no choice but to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. And children, here one thing is coming to my mind. తన కోపమే తన శత్రువు తన శాంతమే తనకు రక్ష. In Telugu you have studied that one. When you love another person, your cells in your body will grow very healthy. If you are very angry or hatred with other, then the same thing will be start burning in yourself. So that is exactly true. As you have human cells and another person also having the same. If you start hating all those persons, then your cells will be burning. That is also scientifically proved, my dear children. So remember, when you are making friends with others, then your cells will be growing very healthy. Right. But to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. We have the power to win, so why not end this thing? We have that power inside to win, and win means battle. Why are we battling aimlessly? Even without any aim, we are battling and battling and battling. Do not know what to do after having that battle. Let us unite. So we have to unite. Even in the past history, so many kings also learned the same. After battling so many battles, they became saints. So they came to know nothing will be remained if you go on doing these battles and fight against those who incite. So you have to fight against those who incite. Incite means who persuade you to do some bad things. So you have to fight with them, not with the people who are there around. Let's not be misled. Misled means leading. See, misguiding. Yeah, I think you might have heard this term, misguiding. Some people, if anyone comes and shows you the way how to go, if that is good, that is okay. But you are misguided. That means showing a bad way. The person is showing a bad way. Then you have to think and come to the right way. So let us not to be misled by those who want to see us dead. So those people are there who are wishing our bad, who are wishing our death. So do you want that one? No, you want to live a peaceful life, and you want to let others live a peaceful life, and you want to leave some peace to other generations who come from you. So we are a strong, united nation. All we need is a bit of dedication. Dedication means a strong notion to do something. Okay, children, I hope you have understood that one because that's very easy, but all the words are really enriched and encapsulated. That is what we have to say. And the poet really greatly emphasizes the unity, the notion of unity of the nation. Okay, let's now check the new words. What new words are there? Even though so many lighter words and familiar words are there, we have some among them or unfamiliar. Just let's see, have a look. Plight. This is unfortunate situation. Yeah, indulging in some unfortunate, unwanted situation. Plight. This is what my plight. I have to spend this in the room which is locked. Bickering. Arguing about unimportant things. Yeah, we fight sometimes. After all that fight, we think that, oh, why I fought like that? I do not know. Unimportant things, we waste our time sometimes. Be on a high cloud. This idiom already I explained you. Feeling extremely happy. Okay, I'm cloud nine. I'm on cloud nine. That is also the same idiom, which is equally different. Rot. Rot means spoil or decompose. Rotten food, rotten wood, rotten leaves. Okay, so that is a waste material in our mind or anywhere. Pious thoughts. Already sacred thoughts. Pious means it's very sacred, suggestible, advisable. You have to follow. So those are called pious. Dedication, commitment to do something. Okay, this is a familiar word already you have come across, I think. Riots are uproar, great disturbance. You know that creates a lot of uproar. Uproar means crying loudly, unrest, lots of unrest, disturbance, and miserable. What do you mean miserable? Yeah, it's very sad or poor or ill condition. Then din, a loud or continuous unpleasant noise, especially unpleasant noise. See, sometimes when you go into the street, some people fight, but not clarity at all. They go on fighting and fighting on a full race. That is uproar. We cannot understand anything, any noise, but it's chaotic. Now, insight, to stir or excite, especially to do bad things. See, some people persuade to do something that do some bad thing. And then misled. Misled means misleading, misguiding, giving wrong guidance, giving a wrong direction where to go. Okay, so here, children, now we are moving on to some rhyming words. What are rhyming words? Why do poets use rhyming words? Yes, to make the poem very beautiful, lyrically beautiful and eye catchy, and it lulls your ears and it can help us to retain that poem for a longer period. So, those are called the rhyming words, and at the end of each line, the rhyming words are given. Here, shaken, nation, shaken in the initial lines, and fight, flight. So last ta sound you observe, children. Fight, flight, bickering, finishing. When we have we go on bickering when we have so many things for finishing. If you remember these words, rhyming words, you can build your own poem also. After seeing this, you can build, you can add some lines to this in front of that. You can build your own poem. You can write your own poem. Do and knew, needed, cheated. See, the sound is there at the end of that one. Okay, sun, done. My dear son, done. Next, brother, gather. See, proud, cloud. Children, when you are looking at the words, you go for phonetic transcription also that is given in the dictionaries. If you are feeling some difficulty in that, you can consult your teacher and you can learn. And now you are very fortunate because you are all having mobile phones in your hands. And in the dictionary, if you download a dictionary, along with this phonetic transcription, you can hear the transcription also. So that's really extremely helpful. In those days when we were studying, we did not have these many opportunities. So that I can say you are very lucky. You learn this type of words. You can remember that poem for a longer period. And as I told you before, you can write poems on your own also. If you write some set up some rhyming words, then you will also can do. Seriously, miserably. Already the adverb is there. Now, rot, thought. Already the sound is there at the end of that one. Um, you can go on with some words. Win, din. Win means winning, victory. And then din. Okay, and it's the point. Unite, inside. Unite, inside. So remember the meanings also along with the rhyming word. It's very easy. Misled, dead. Already the sound is there, matching at the end. And nation, dedication. Okay. Now I want to go. If I'm not crossing my lines, I'm within my time span, I want to go for the poem once again because due to lack of time, let's recapitulate this time. Yeah. Plea for India, which is a request to the people who are living in India. Okay, we discussed that Robert Frost poem, Making Good Fences Make Good Neighbors. Okay, communal harmony is very much needed in the present day society to live peacefully and to give a peaceful life to our future generations. Okay, if you want me to read the poem again, children, listen to the poem carefully. It's very easy and with very simple words it is given. Okay, no unfamiliar words are there. Even though if at all they are, we already discussed the meaning even with the rhyming words. After knowing this notion, after understanding this poem, already I have told you, children, You can write any essay, you can give a speech on Independence Day or any other occasion regarding this. Okay, we Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots were declared cannot be shaken. When they, then why these fights, which leave us in poor plight, irrespective of our region, forget the caste, which makes us lose our charm. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? Is all this violence needed with the people being cheated? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will bring back this brother whose ashes he is still to gather? Now, let me get the other half of the poem. Where has all the love gone which resided in the heart of all? There is no reason to be proud and be on high cloud. We have to go a long way. We have to think seriously. Else we end up miserably. Then let our minds throw out the rot and devote our time to pious thoughts. Let's control the riots which leave us with no choice but to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. We have the power to win, so why not end this thing? Let's unite and fight against those who incite. Let us not be misled by those who want to see us dead. We are a strong, united nation. All we need is a bit of dedication. Children, if you are there in front of me, I would like to ask you some questions. But as it is not possible, I'm going to give you some assignments which you are going to show your teachers or and get connected by them when you enter into your schools with very beaming faces. Okay. Who is the poet of this poem? Yes. What is the poor plight? What does it mean? Poor plight. Irrespective of reason, forget the caste. So what does it mean? What is the notion the poet want to convey here? Why do we spend our time bickering? So on which things we are wasting our time? What does it mean? The lion mean. Then indulge in creating problems anew. Is all this violence needed? Okay, after reading this again on your own, aloud reading and silent reading, you discuss all these things with your friends and write a very neat and comprehensive essay on how to retain our unity. What things you have to take up to create unity among your classroom first. You know, even in your classroom, you start fighting on which are very, very unimportant things. You want to build barriers around you. You know, after this pandemic, what are the things we learned? I already told you in the beginning. Yeah, those are the things which are very much unimportant. So we are first, we built so many barriers around us. Later, we slowly removing those barriers. What are the barriers? Even a mask. If you can take a mask, even that is also a barrier. But after having the vaccine, also doctors are saying even after say taking the vaccine, also you have to be very cautious and you have to follow all the same normalities like wearing a mask and social distancing. Okay, children, I hope you also will follow all the things. And you write that one. You mentioned that one also. what the things you are going to do after that, and what the things you have learned in this pandemic. When you are going through this pandemic, what are the things, how you missed all your friends, and is that the requirable thing? So you spent your time in so many ways, bickering. In so many ways you spent. Okay, write all the things. This is what the exercise I'm going to give after my entrance into my school. My children are going to get the same exercise. How did you feel when the pandemic was there? So, even anything you have learned from that one, even from family, friends, did you miss anyone? So all the things are more important lessons you have to learn. Not only learning, but you have to follow each and every day. Don't repeat all the things, bad things, whatever we are going through till now. So that is what the poet's wishes. By this, I would like to conclude this today's session. A plea for India. Okay. Uh, okay. Thank you